Stanton and Sanchez.
Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Pillar. He will lead this one off
Leading
today.
off the afternoon for
He's
Toronto.
ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. 4-2 over the last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, to close it off with a win here, and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Just getting started here in the Bronx. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. The 3-2 pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Here's Kendrys Morales as he'll take a look at ball 1. This is lifted out to left. Gardner is there, and that's the 3rd out. Matt Shoemaker gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Waiting on it is Hernandez. 1 away. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, who stands out to you?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Here's Didi Gregorius. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Stepping up now, Brandon Drury, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Popped straight up, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the Yankees have dominated so far. But they've got the opportunity to complete the sweep or to win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Here comes another 0-2. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Well, that's just a case de roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls. And on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
And a high strike there, 0-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Hicks. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Here's the catcher, Luke Maley.
The catcher.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard down the line. This will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Guy gets down and he's got himself a base hit.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. 3 runs already home here. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder.
Ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
To the left side, but it's well foul. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Edwin Encarnacion now having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike one.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Now the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Popped him up. Maley over to his right. 1 down.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. The second bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. One and 2 to DJ LeMahieu.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Looked at for ball number 2.
I got to count 2 and 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Count still full. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he digging in the switch hitter, Kendrys Morales. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd. 1-0 the count.
Morales.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Smoke on the ground up the middle, and this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Now batting.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Brendan Drury. He reached on a single in his first try.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
2 balls and a strike now. Swing and a drive and a ball sent out to deep left center field. This is into the bullpen, a home run.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up.
Now batting, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Freddie Galvis is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
At the plate, Luke Maile. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. To 1-2 now. The 1-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Swing and a soft liner, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning.
Back now for the Yankees' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for fans of the Bronx Bombers, they haven't really lived up to their nickname this year. They come in ranked in the bottom part of the league in both strikeouts and runs scored. One player told me, "It's frustrating for sure, but more than anything, I feel bad for our pitching staff. They go out every day trying to keep us in ball games, but right now we're putting a lot of pressure on them to be perfect with the lack of run support we're giving them." Another hitter told me cutting down on the strikeouts is a big point of emphasis as they try to generate more consistent rallies going forward.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Set to deal on 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Popped him up. Galvis has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Now batting, Kyle Ishikawa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted.
That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, grinded out, and nice knock the other way.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker. He's 3 for 9. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. Swing and a line drive, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Long throw to third. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
2-1 after the foul ball there. As a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
2-2 to count.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he gave a glowing review about the quality of the swings they're putting.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the second baseman,
CC Sabathia answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 52.
Called strike at the letters, 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Digging in and looking for more, Vladimir Guerrero. He singled his last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Sabathia still playing here at age 38. He's a veteran of 19 seasons, which is something you don't see very often.
Yeah, he has, Matty, an incredible career, and he's getting into parts unknown as far as seasons played. 18 years in the big leagues, you'd be hard-pressed to find just your average generic player. When you start hanging around for that long, you're talking the likes of Mickey Mantle, Andy Pettit, Mike Schmidt, guys along that line that have stayed in the game 18 years and produced.
And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the effort. Now the first pitch from CC. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Well, Yankee Stadium, of course, features a number of nods to the great history of the organization and its legendary players. But apparently, when the first baseman is under it to make the play. Here's big Aaron Judd. Comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ball game.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Not shortstop.
So one away here with the bases empty. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Yankees shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Dan, that hit right there extended his streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really low after that knock right there. Hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Now in the box, Torres. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
Hit down the 3rd base line. Gregorius stands at second with 2 gone. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it. Now at the plate, Kendrys Morales. Previous history with Sabathia. He has an even 10 hits and 35 ABs. He also has 1 home run. On to first, and it sails right by him. Brandon Drury will bat next. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Line hard toward right center. In there, a base hit. And this will get to the wall now, out beyond the 385 sign. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. At the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. But one's all they get as the run scores.
Next for the Blue Jays.
Now the first pitch from CC. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Rounded down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Line, but speared on a hop. Now a close play, and the first base umpire says he indeed kept his foot on the bag. Good stretch there for the out. Sabathia sets his sights. First pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes. 7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Ball strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the...
Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Ishikawa. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Now the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. One and two to the Yankees catcher. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. The 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the. Into the box now, Kevin Pillar, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Line drive to left. Gardner is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
No balls and a strike to count. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Previous history with Sabathia, he's got 3 base hits in 30 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, the third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Guerrero.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down in the zone, get himself back in this count.
And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike 1. 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Judge is under it, and that retires the side. Blue. So coming to the plate, Brett Gardner. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game that this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up. I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Richard makes the play, 1 away. So digging in now, Aaron Hicks. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Pitch popped up. Guerrero waits on it. 2 down.
The right fielder.
Next for New York, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The right take in as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now a hard liner. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And up next, the switch-hitting power bat of Kendrys Morales. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
In there, strike 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And this will bang up against the wall. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, talk about having a day. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out for him.
And not in time as the run scores.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Freddie Galvis is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. No balls and 1 strike. Sabathia pauses. Here it is on 0-1. Reined in. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And that misses 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
High in the...
What? Okay. I'm sure.
Air out to center field. Pilar patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Now batting.
In now with the Yankees DH. Torres becomes in 0 for 2 thus far. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Boy, D'Lo, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. And this is another example that we're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Now at the plate, Luke Maile. He'll start us off in the 8th.
The catcher.
Here it comes.
Maile.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The Yankees came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
Line to the right side, but a foul ball. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Devin Travis. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go. Striding into the box, Gio Urshela. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. This one's down to third. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dark is so good.
Oh, Dilo, this guy's been he really needed that one.
Now pitching for Toronto.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working 7+, and he stands to be the winning pitcher in this one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Ready now, Brett Gardner. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
The next 0-2. Misses. That's ball
Outside,
one.
that's the ball.
Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get two. Galvis on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Now the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Gardner leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Count remains at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will. Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The third baseman.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
The right fielder.
He was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Hit hard to third. Oh, and he misses it.
The first baseman, number 8.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Morales.
Hard hit towards center. Hicks is right there, one down.
The batter, number 3.
So standing in,
Designated
Brandon
hitter.
Drury. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. First and second now, one man out.
That's ball 2.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
After it is Gardner. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So striding forward now, Teoscar Hernandez hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the at the plate, Aaron Judge. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Yeah, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth now.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching the stands in this one.
Glorious.
And that misses for ball 1. His past batting line against David Phelps. He's just 2 for 9. Guerrero is over to take a look. Bases are empty, one man out. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He pulls this one into right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat with any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there. Staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball
Now
one, no
fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Gregorius leads off first with one away. Hard liner toward short. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Now batting.
Next to be the designated hitter, Torres. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Runners are at first and second with one away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
The 2-1. Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
The second baseman, DJ.
Whoa, that ball was right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
His past batting line against David Phelps. He's gone 6 for 10. Here comes the 1-0. On the ground is short. This could be 2. One there. Back to first, and he throws it away.
Well, we all know that errors happen, but not all errors are equal. That one was especially costly. As 2 runners cross the plate, those are game changers, no doubt about it.
As a look, now the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon. 8-2 is how this one ends today. Toronto took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.
Fans are